Hey girls, what is this? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so y'all, I am actually about to get ready to edit a vlog, and this is gonna be the beginning of a new vlog. But anyway, girls, I need to take this makeup and stuff off and shower and just get ready to relax. But this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Number one, girl, y'all, remember we made some brownies in the last vlog? Girl, so I basically stacked the brownies up real cute or whatever, trying to make them look, like Betty Crocker. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I was sitting down and I was editing, and I had just kind of looked out the corner of my eye, and y'all, literally for a quick second, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to eat them wings. Y'all, the brownies literally look like wings. I just threw them away because they are awful. But anyway, this is what I want to talk about. This is probably going to be a corporate Karen after dark edition. Well, hello everybody. I am corporate Karen, and I'm here with a message. All right, girls. So the message that I have for you today is that I know when you guys start your new job and all of that type of stuff, you rely heavily on, the staff or whomever is in the position, or, providing guidance, leadership, whatever, to train you. But I strongly encourage you girls to make sure that you're going internally and you're reading up on the companies. You're reading the intranet. In addition to that, I know that you're probably trying to get acclimated into your new role, but what's going to be really essential and really important to your success at the company, that you are familiar to a certain level with somebody's position that is similar to yours. I hope that makes sense. And the reason why I say that is because I have been in positions at work where there has been someone who's had a position similar to mine. This particular person was going on vacation, but they did not want to train me on a specific system out of fear that if the company, if she took too long on vacation or something happened and she couldn't come back right away, that the company was going to let her go and just keep me there because I had knowledge that she had. So it was kind of one of those things where I want to keep you in the dark on this particular thing, because this will be the one thing that you don't know how to do, and I don't have to worry about my job not being here. And so that's why it's important that you try to learn a little bit of everything. Now, I'm not saying go out and get on the bullhorn and tell the peoples down to the thing that you know how to do stuff, even if it's just for your own sake. If you work closely with like an administrator, that administrator is in charge of doing payroll for maybe some of the guys in that department. Just try to go in the system and learn. Even if you use SAP, guys, I don't know if y'all know this, but SAP is multifaceted. And when I tell you, you can do damn near anything in there, literally payroll, accounting, purchase orders, pay requisitions. I mean, literally, you can make certain changes, you can complete projects, you can make modifications, you can do everything. And so if you guys ever have any free time, or if your company allows you to, take your computer home. Now, this is only if you really, really enjoy what you do. But anyway, if they allow you to take your computer home, girl, take a little extra time and start digging around in SAP or whatever your primary operation system is, or not operating system, but whatever your primary system that you use at work. Take not even an hour, take 30 minutes after work or during the day when things are slow, and start digging around in those systems. If you use Oracle, start trying to figure out different things in Oracle. Even if you're not in the accounting department or supply chain department, just start trying to get familiar with those. And that way, even if you don't stay at the company, you'll have knowledge of those things. And that's something that you would be able to put on your resume. You can put that you have Oracle 11i, which is the accounting system in Oracle. And that's pretty powerful. And so I just don't believe in allowing anybody I don't believe in allowing anybody to be in control of my destiny. You know, when you have somebody, especially if it's a peer and they just happen to have a little bit of a different job function than you, some people will sit on information and they will make sure that you don't get the information out of intimidation and fear that you're going to take their position. So it is 100% up to you to participate in your own success. Now, when I used to work for the structural engineering firm, I loved my job. So I was absolutely the person that would be like, oh, I'll do it. When they would be like, oh, we need somebody to go to this training, or we need somebody to do this or do that, I was always like, I'll do it. And then when I used to work at Waste Management, I literally would just sit there and just kind of figure out the systems. And basically, because I've always kind of I'm a techie and I like just figuring stuff out. And so I've always been in positions where I had to use a lot of different systems. And what I realized, guys, believe it or not, all of these systems are the same. SAP, Oracle, all of that stuff is pretty much the same. It's just about you taking your time and figuring out what function does what in what system. But in terms of just how they operate, the format, the layout, girl, all of that stuff is the same. So just don't sit by and allow someone to spoon feed you the information that they want you to have. Be proactive. You know what I'm saying? And you should be the principal to your own success. I am Corporate Karen, and this has been a public service announcement. Hey girls, I hope y'all can see me okay. Y'all, it is so freaking hot in Houston. When is it gonna cool down? We don't have a winter, we don't have a fall. It just goes from super freaking hot to cool. It's 91 degrees today and it's still pretty hot outside. It is we'll just say 6 o'clock. And now everybody's at the pool enjoying the weather. So I don't even know how, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have any kind of fall fashions or anything. Like, I'll be the first to admit, I am not someone who knows like how to dress really, really well in the wintertime because I'm not used to like weather like that or whatever. I'm sure there's a few people here in Houston who know how to really put it on in the wintertime, but girl, it's just one of those things, like if you are a native Houstonian, you're from here, we've never had to dress for the winter. So baby, let me tell you something, it be giving a leather jacket, crop top, pajama pants, and Uggs. That's how how the weather is here. This because it's like in Houston, it'll start off really, really like cool. And then as the day progresses, it gets super hot and then it gets cold again. So it's really hard to like get into this whole winter style and, you know, fall looks for the fall. So you really just kind of have to have your own style. You have to know what's, you know, gonna work for you or whatever. So yeah. But y'all, we're getting ready just to go run some little errands. Y'all already know how I am. I be wanting to look pretty. But anyway, so girl, y'all know I was watching my favorite Virgo. Well, one of my favorite, y'all, I love the Virgo girls. One of my favorite Virgos. Y'all, I love Virgos. I'm gonna be honest, it's like one of my favorite zodiac signs. I love the Virgo girls. But anyway, I was watching one of my favorite Virgos, Erica De Niro TV. So anyway, girl, Erica will have you laughing. She be so passionate. It be funny, like she be real about what she's saying, but y'all, she be passionate, and I ain't gonna lie, girl, y'all be over here. Y'all be over here laughing, girl. But listen, she was talking about Jaguar Wright, and she was like, I cannot stand, like she was just, well, she didn't say she couldn't stand it. She was just saying like she just wants Jaguar Wright to just talk. And she was saying like she be taking all them long pregnant pauses, and she do. And I thought I was the only one that was thinking that, because I was just like, girl, just spit it out. So anyway, Jaguar, right, she just be like 1,000 bottles, 1,000 bottles, baby oil. Is it a coincidence that Nas had a deal with CVS? It's all connected. And you be like, girl, what are you talking about? It just, y'all, it just be crazy. And I'm starting to believe, like, she just be throwing stuff at, like, it's like she just be throwing stuff out there to see what's gonna stick. So yeah, but girl, I'll just be like, ma'am, just come on with it. So yeah, girls, but oh y'all, I feel so pretty. So y'all, okay, so I've been using my ice roller, or my jade roller. It's not really a jade roller. Hold on. Y'all, this sun is pissing me off. Okay, it's just gonna have to look like this because it's just a lot of light. Let me see if I can back up and that'll make it look better. But I've been using my, it's not a jade roller, it's a quartz roller, and I've been putting it in the freezer. And one thing that I deal with, I think I talked to you girls about this already, but I deal with inflammation like right up in here. And this is not even the side I sleep on. So I don't know why that side of my face be swole when I wake up. But I saw this doctor on TikTok, and he was saying if you deal with swelling in this like area of your face in the morning, take a jade roller, put it in the freezer, and just roll it on your face, and it helps with inflammation. And when I tell you, it's like he never ever lied. It looks so good. So anyway, let me try to see if I can contour my nose just a little bit more and just tone and blend some of the powder out a little bit. I'm telling you girls, bombshells, y'all, the key to having really pretty smooth under eyes is making sure that whatever you putting on under your concealer or whatever, it needs to be really, really moist. Don't use anything that's matte. And if you're gonna use something matte, make sure you put eye cream. But I put eye cream under my eyes anyway. So yeah, but oh my gosh, y'all, it looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. So I need to just put on some lashes. But let me kind of do this. Another trick is to make sure that your beauty blender is always damp. That's gonna be like a big thing too. All right, y'all, I just wanted to come in real quick and let you girls know that we're about to pop out. What Cardi B say? You in time out. I'm trying to see where the fine men's at. I'm about to find out. She ain't say that. She ain't say that. Erica actually told her to say that. Y'all, I'm gonna see if I can find Erica's video of her reacting to Cardi when Cardi was rapping, and she was like, see, you should have said this. Y'all, it is so funny. So I'm gonna see if I can find that, and if I can find it, I'll link it below. But yeah, girl, we about to pop out. We trying to see where the fine men's is at, baby. We about to find out. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Okay, y'all, let me go get the lashes real quick, and when I come back, I'll show y'all my outfit, and then we're just gonna get out the house and get some fresh air and just do a little hanging out together today. All right, y'all, this is the outfit. So girls, these pants are from Ross. These are like Calvin Klein. I think I might have gotten these for about $15. And then I just have on these like little cute bronze, like strappy heels. I got those from Nordstrom's Rack. This super cute little top, guys. This was a bodysuit, but it was way too big. So I basically cut the bottom part off, and then I just kind of tied it in the back. So you have this look in the back. And then the jewelry I have on, this is, y'all know all of this jewelry is from sponsorships. So yeah, y'all, this is just like a super cute, super chic little outfit. It looks really, really expensive, but it's not. And then I also took the pants in the waistline. I think I'm gonna show y'all how to do this in this vlog or whatever. So yeah, this is the look. It's so cute and so simple. And then y'all, we're gonna wear this with our cute Teddy Blake bag. So I like the fact that it's not all black, you know, you have a variation of different colors. But anyway, let me grab the camera and my keys, and then we'll head out. I'll see y'all when I get in the car.
Guess I was out of sight, out of mind. The seduction for blurred lines and drives you out, yeah. Guess you doubt me. Pain is your safe space. You run away, got hotels for heartbreak. Your baggage, your flaws are weighing on me, and I can't wait, 'cause I don't know how much more I can take. Babe, it's such a shame, yeah, 'cause you can see a good thing.
You do it. Hey! Hey! Snap your fingers! What's happening? What's up?
Got that fired up.
Hey! Snap your fingers! What do you still?
Y'all, it is so freaking hot in Big Lots. They got these big old fans on, blowing this hot air all over the place. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. It's still super freaking hot. Like, I just checked the weather. It's literally, it cooled off a little bit, so it's like 89 degrees outside. Oh my God, y'all, it don't look, I'm gonna be honest, girls, it don't look like we're gonna have a fall or a winter in Houston at all. So I'm not gonna be putting anything up. I'm not putting up no sundresses, tank tops, nothing. So I'm leaving everything out because, y'all, it is sweltering in here. But anyway, I want to go to Ulta, but I don't know what time they close. So anyway, let me get this stuff and I'll give you guys a call back when I get in the car. Yeah, girl, let me put on my seatbelt. Y'all, it just feels so dark out here. Hope y'all can see me okay. But yeah, girl, so the fans are all, the air conditioning is always out in Big Lots. I'm gonna need them to fix that. But like I was saying, the weather here is just, it's just hot. So if you plan on coming to Houston, girl, pack your shorts and your tank top, honey, cause it's no point in you packing up your cute thigh-high boots and all of your leather, because it is scorching. It's giving, y'all, you know what Houston is giving right now? Arizona desert. That's what the heat is giving right now. The only difference is that it's like super, super humid. And it's just like, it's too, for me, it's too hot to just be out here like in the daytime. Like, I be wanting it to warm up a little bit. But anyway, so y'all, on the last vlog, I was telling you girls that, like, I don't talk about boys and dating. And what I meant by that is, like, anything that's, like, currently happening in my life right now in terms of just, like, if I'm dating somebody or, you know, going on dates and stuff, I tend not to talk about those things in real time or whatever. You know, I'll talk about it, like, after it's done, but typically in real time. And that's because, like I was telling y'all in the last vlog, I just be feeling so judged. You know, I had a little dating series on the channel. You girls have been here for a while. It was over a year ago, but it was like a little dating series where I was doing online dating. That's been some years ago, because I was pretty much done now with the online dating. But anyway, I was meeting guys and stuff, and it was guys that was like really sketchy. Like, one guy, he was telling me like, yeah, I don't answer my phone after 11. Yeah, I don't, and that was just like a red flag to me. Like, I don't know, it was just a red flag or whatever. And then that same guy was telling me like he worked for the Secret Service, and I'm like, that was again a red flag, because I'm like, most of the time I didn't think that you could be so forthcoming, you know, with that. I thought that was one of those things where you needed to like keep it, you know, kind of, you know, not be so forthcoming with sharing your career or whatever. So I was just like, I don't know about this dude. So anyway, I just remember kind of sharing that with the audience, and it was just like so many people judging, like, oh, you being too hard on people and this and that. And, you know, times where I've shared other things, and it was just the implication like, well, you can be friends. And it's like, I take friendship and stuff like that really, really seriously. And I feel like if someone is operating in a way that's disrespectful in regards of trying to get to know me romantically, then why the hell would I want to be friends with them? Because if you're gonna be, listen, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You know what I'm saying? And if you rude as hell in the process and of trying to get to know me, your behavior is not going to improve because you're already too damn comfortable with just being rude from the beginning. Y'all already know where we about to go. We about to pull up on McDonald's. Let me give you something to drink real quick. Hold on. I have a large frozen Coke.
Large frozen Coke?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't too much like this particular McDonald's because, girl, they don't be wanting to fill your stuff up and do you right. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah. And they stuff is more expensive than the other McDonald's. So yeah, but you know, that's kind of why too. And then another thing that I do, and this is in my personal life, this is just something that I've done and it's really worked well. If I meet a guy and I end up liking him and I'm pretty excited about him, I tend not to talk about him at all. And when I've done that in the past, it's always worked out. You know, I don't know what it see. Look at this old sad ass. Oh, that's not, I hope that's not my frozen Coke. But anyway, here the fuck we go. Can I have my money back? My money back?
Your money back?
Yes.
Okay.
They always do this. I don't understand why they just don't inform the person at the first, you know, thing or whatever. If they don't have it, then you gotta literally wait in line and then you wait for them to say we don't have it. Come on now. But anyway, so yeah, anytime in the past where I've just been really quiet and just kind of let things happen the way that they're going to happen, those relationships tend to kind of go a little bit further, even though eventually down the line you kind of figure out, okay, this not the one anyway. But yeah, so y'all, I'm thirsty and I don't feel like playing with McDonald's. Let me try to get me something to drink and I'll see y'all when we get to our next destination. Ooh, I hope y'all can see me okay. Girl, not the camera shaking. Y'all, it's the tripod. But anyway, so girls, we are about to do some late night baking with Rock. Okay, so girls, we're gonna be using this Betty Crocker super moist chocolate cake. Bowl to oven in 10 minutes. Why it's gonna take 10 minutes? Oh, I'm sorry. It says bowl to oven in minutes. I was going to say, why? Okay. So anyway, girls, we're going to try this. So chocolate cupcakes, okay? So I've already prepped our cupcake pans. In fact, I'm going to put these over here. Hey, girls. So yeah. So we got the Betty Crocker mix. It says we need 3 eggs, a half a cup of oil. But we're going to switch the oil out this time for butter. And then it says 1 cup of water. I think we're gonna go with milk. I don't know, cause it's supposed to be like super, super moist. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Okay, so y'all think I ought to use milk? Okay, but anyway, so let's get started. So girls, the last baking session was really, really fun. You guys seem to really love that. So anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about how I became just this really like glamorous woman, like super just always loving glam. So first of all, when I was growing up, my mom was a cosmetologist and she was like that girl. So she worked for big companies like Fashion Fair, Flory Roberts, you know, those brands. She also worked for Foley's, which is now known as Macy's, and then she went on to work in corporate. When my mom worked in retail, she was always dressed to the nines, honey. And they used to call my mom the mad scientist when she worked in retail because she was always like super serious, but she was also always like mixing up different formulas and cosmetics and stuff like that. So anyway, she ended up working in corporate America, and when she started working in corporate America, she would just be dressed to the nines. And so of course I would just like watch her get dressed. Like she always had like the monochromatic look. Like she had the slacks with the silk blouse with the matching like trench, and she would be clean for work every day. So naturally, as a little kid, I just would be so just enamored with the way that she dressed and stuff like that. And then you know, I always wanted to dress like that, but they didn't make like business suits and stuff like that for kids. Well, my mom worked 2 jobs. When she did transition to corporate America, she still had to work an additional job to just kind of, you know, make ends meet or whatever, because it was 3 of us, 3 young girls. Anyway, she would comb our hair at night and stuff, and when I would get up in the morning, because I had naturally curly hair, despite how long my hair was, it would just kind of have those little frizzies and stuff around the edges, but it was still combed. Y'all, one day I went to school and I forged my mom's signature because I would be scared to like ask her to sign documents and stuff, and you know, just report cards and progress reports. I would be scared to ask her because when she would get off of work, she would be really, really tired. And so I would just be too afraid. And so I just learned how to forge her signature. So anyway, once I forged her signature, my teacher, and I was in the 2nd grade, by the way, my teacher got so upset with me, y'all. She was so mad. She was talking about me to another teacher, and she was like, and look at her hair is not even combed. Y'all, that did something to me. And then y'all, by the way, I also ended up failing the 2nd grade as well. So not only did I overhear her talking about my hair not being combed, but I failed as well. And so that was just like so humiliating, you know, as a little kid or whatever. And it was like hearing her talk about like me not being, my hair not being combed and, you know, stuff like that, and me failing. I literally made a promise to myself. I was like, I'm never gonna fail again in life. So that was the first promise I made. And the second promise was like, I'm never gonna put myself in a position where anybody will ever have another opportunity to say anything about my appearance in terms of the grooming aspect. Now, I can't control or could not control what people might have had to say about, you know, my style or whatever, but I knew that I could control like, you know, my hair being neat and stuff like that. And so what I would do, even if my mom combed my hair at night, I would like get up in the morning and I would just like, you know, like take my ponytails down and just make sure everything was slicked down or whatever. And unfortunately, y'all, those words never left me. They never escaped me. And so as I got older, like my mom, she was pretty big on like just making sure we had the things that we needed, but you know, we were not wealthy, and so she did the best that she could. So we didn't always have like the best clothes and stuff like that or whatever. And it's like after my teacher said that to me, I just felt in love with fashion. And so I would get my mom's books from this company called Spiegel. She used to have a Spiegel catalog, and I would just look at all of those Spiegel catalogs for hours and hours and hours and just study how the ladies would dress and stuff like that or whatever. Well, years had gone by or whatever, and then I got in the 5th grade. Well, unfortunately, when I got in the 5th grade, I started to develop really at a very young age. I started developing. So by the time I was in the 5th grade, I had already had like a shape, a waistline, boobs, a booty. You know, I was probably in the 5th grade maybe like a size 4. And so and then my foot had already grown to like a size 8. Wearing a size 4 in women's and wearing a size 8 in women's shoes, you know, my mom would take a lot of her clothes and stuff to the dry cleaner, and sometimes because she had like really expensive wool stuff, they wouldn't clean the things properly. Of course, she wouldn't know until she got home, and so what would happen was all of those things that were not cleaned properly, they would shrink. And so, of course, when they shrank, my mom couldn't fit them, and so she would give them to me. And so when I was in the 5th grade, I was wearing like, not like stilettos, but I was wearing like, you know, just like kitten heels, because my mom, I fit the same size shoe my mom would fit. So she would give me like her shoes that she didn't want, and then I would end up getting all of those expensive clothes. Y'all, I was in the 5th grade wearing $200 suits. So all of those expensive clothes that the dry cleaner messed up, my mom would just give them to me. And also, y'all, mind you, I'm the youngest one. I have 2 older sisters, but I've always been bigger than my sisters, like taller and bigger. So anyway, the teachers like started like complimenting me on my clothes, and you know, they just started like treating me differently, but in a good way. Like they would treat me really, really different. And so then I think in the 5th grade, I realized like, oh my God, like there's a reward system that comes with looking pretty, or there's a reward system with dressing well. So by the 5th grade, I had already made that connection. And so then when I got into 6th grade, we were doing a little bit better financially. So my mom would, you know, take us school shopping. And then because we were doing a little bit better financially, she would like kind of just let me pick out, you know, nice things or whatever. And so I started picking out like pretty dresses and, you know, just really pretty stuff like that, like pumps, and just because that's how I like to dress for school. And then she started like giving me perfume, like, you know, and it wasn't like that body splash perfume. She was giving me like real perfume. So then, and again, guys, this is in the 6th grade. So by the time I was in the 6th grade, I was wearing like perfume and pumps, like cute little pumps and cute little dresses. And again, teachers like were like really nice to me, and you know, they would like stop me in the hallway and be like, oh my God, little girl, you dress so cute. And so, again, just like realizing like, oh, there's a reward or whatever. And so then when I got to high school, I was able to get a job, and I got a job at this engraving place called Things Remembered, or Things to Remember, one or the other. So I got a job there. And then once I got my job, I really like started dressing nice. Like I started wearing like blazers and stuff. And so the teachers in high school would just stop me and they would be like, you dress so nice. Oh my God, you dress so pretty. And you know, just again, just that reward system. And so the same thing in college, but in college, I was pretty much on my own. Y'all, we're adding some sour cream to this. So in college, financially, I was pretty much on my own, you know, by the time I got to college. And so I started like thrifting. You know, I had really gotten into buying clothes from thrift stores, and I would look in Vogue magazine, and I would look in 17 magazine, you know, just all of the magazines, and try to recreate styles and go to the thrift store. And so I had my own personal style at school. I would get so many compliments like, oh my God, you dress so cute. And, you know, and of course, you know, leaving school and then going to work in retail. So I got a job as a image consultant at this store called Casual Corner. If y'all remember Casual Corner, I was an image consultant there. And then basically, so just me having this affinity for fashion and wanting to look pretty, that started at a really, really young age. But I say all of that to say this, like, there is absolutely a reward that comes with looking gorgeous and putting yourself together. You know, for me, what I notice is like, most of the time, I mean, you occasionally get some people kind of, you know, being a certain way toward you, but for me, most of the time, I get a lot of respect. And this is not just from my, you know, peers or other Black women. This is from everybody. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that respect is very, very rewarding. And not only do I get a lot of respect, people are very, very nice to me. They treat me really, really well. All right, let's add the butter. So I did butter instead of oil. So I really enjoy looking pretty. You know, that's just my thing. Y'all, back in the day, teachers could just say anything to you, you know, because I don't know if a teacher would say that to a kid now, like, oh my God, look at her hair isn't even combed. But for a teacher to say that, and she was my favorite teacher, Miss Niemeyer. That was her name, Miss Niemeyer. She was my favorite teacher. And after she said that, my heart was like so broke. And Miss Niemeyer was not a black teacher. She was a white teacher, but she was always kind to me and nice. I think that she was just really upset when I brought that paperwork to school and it had been forged. I think that's what really upset her. But I also think, like, when you are a white teacher, I'm gonna say like I'll just say maybe just not a black teacher. I think sometimes teachers back in the day, maybe not now, but I just think like she didn't understand like African American hair, and you know what seemed to her as not being groomed was in fact wrong. I wasn't ungroomed. It's just that, you know, we don't wake up with our hair silky and straight. And at the time, being in the 2nd grade, my mom was not perming my hair, so I didn't get a perm until I was in the 5th grade. And so I had a lot of thick curly hair, and it wasn't any bonnets back in the day. You know, we didn't sleep with headscarves and stuff like that. So, you know, but despite the fact that me remembering her making that comment, it really hurt me, but it made me, it really aided into the, I'm not gonna say it made me the woman that I am, because I think me watching my mom and looking at like how pretty she would dress all the time had a lot to do with that. And then also, y'all, the way that my mom used to dress, when she would come up to the school, all of the kids used to be like, oh my God, your mom is so pretty. And the teachers would like be like super nice to me when she would leave, like, you know, because she was pretty and she was dressed well. And as a kid, kids are very observant. Kids are like sponges. And so I paid attention to like all of that, you know? So I knew like I wanted people to be nice to me. I definitely don't think like being pretty is cool and dressing well is cool. Being smart is even more important. That's gonna be more important than anything. That's one thing that I kind of had to teach my little niece. When she was a little girl, she was so cute, and she learned at an early age, like at 3, she learned like she could do cute little stuff and blink her little eyes and, you know, just do cute little stuff to get stuff for free. And she knew it, and she would do it a lot. And so we just kind of had to instill in her like, you know, it's cool being pretty, but you need to be smart. So yeah. But yes, girls, that is my, I guess, like my trauma of a young diva. I have so much teacher trauma. I do. I have a lot of teacher trauma. So if you are an educator out there, I'm sure I don't have to say this, but I am. Girl, just be careful like of the things that you say to your students, especially if you have young students that are young and impressionable. Just be careful of the things that you say and stuff like that to them, because that stuff stays with you for a lifetime. Oh, I hope these come out good. In fact, let me get this a taste. Baby. Oh, y'all, it's good, and it's not too sweet. Okay, so it says 14 to 19 minutes. All right, y'all, so These are the cupcakes. So they are literally fresh out the oven. I need to let them cool off for a little bit because we have some icing. So I don't know, maybe about 30, maybe I'll let them cool off for about 30 minutes and then we'll put the icing on. If not, girl, I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes and then we're gonna put these bad boys in the fridge because I gotta start getting ready for bed. Y'all, we have a new episode of Down to the Pool, girl. I know it's been a while since we didn't have an episode, but listen. So this is season 1, episode 7, Down to the Pool. And this episode is called Looking at My Boo-Ooty, Boo-Ooty. And the girl, y'all, the reason why it's called Looking at My Booty because I have neighbors upstairs, girl, so I didn't know it was a bunch of men that live upstairs from me. So anyway, right now, and you guys might be able to hear them, I don't know, but it's a bunch of guys upstairs. So obviously there's a football game on. So not only are they upstairs tearing the damn floor in, but they're all on the patio. So why is it a girl down to the pool, girl? Now mind you, I ain't gonna lie, she got a cute shape. And I ain't gonna lie, girl, that booty sitting up like 2 cantaloupes, girl. It looked like 2 coconuts down there. Baby, when I tell you, I looked out the window maybe about an hour ago because I was hearing all of this commotion. And so I was like, what's going on, girl? So I look out at the pool. Y'all, she bending over. Now her booty is pointed this way. My neighbors are over here. I'm right here. But her booty is pointing towards this way. So you can see her booty. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, oh, you know, she probably just getting like her stuff situated so she can enjoy the pool or whatever. So I comes back over here and I look out again, girl, she's still bending over. So she trying to get the men to look at that booty, girl. And I don't blame her. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't blame her. Because if I had a booty like that, well, you know what? I don't know. Nah, I probably wouldn't be trying to get the men to look at my booty. Nah, I probably wouldn't. But anyway, so I'm just kind of like, you know, girl, you don't have to do all of that. They gonna look, because, you know, she's a nice looking lady. They gonna look, but girl, she over there. Y'all remember that scene in Friday when I don't know why I'm whispering. I be feeling like my neighbors can hear me. But anyway, y'all remember that scene in Friday? What, Miss Parker?
Hi, Miss Parker.
Hi, boy.
That's who she acting like. She acting like Miss Parker, girl. But I'm like, girl, you fine. You don't have to do all of that. She's a cute girl. She got a booty, a nice booty on her. So I understand. But girl, the men's is gonna look anyway. Whether you showing your booty off, it don't matter. It don't matter, girl. You could be showing your toes. They gonna look. So guys, this is gonna conclude episode 7, season 1 of Down to the Pool. Feeling on your boo-ooty, boo-ooty.
Running away from where I'm from, never can stay with no one. Loving you almost feels like something when no one's around me. He lost and found me. I was surrounded with open arms. Oh, give me open. I'm so devoted. You keep me open arms. I'm so devoted to you. Shall I be hopeless? Choking on insecurity. I know.
Girl, not some lady that shot her 13-year-old daughter and told the dad not to bring the daughter to court. I'm done. But anyway, so y'all, this is what I wanted to call y'all back and tell y'all real quick. Girl, baby, the grass is down to the pool. Baby, it's about 3 of them down there now, baby, and they bad. So my thing is this. The guys upstairs must be like fine or something, because baby, they down there. They got their buns out. The sun is out. They drinking, smoking, straight West Coastin'. Drinking, smoking, straight West Coastin'. But anyway. Anyway, so girl, because I started like some noise or whatever, kind of some loud conversation. So I tiptoes down to the window, and baby, the girls is out. Baby, one of them, her bob is laid. Baby, that bob is laid, and I'm like, okay, I know the girls in Houston like having, you know, we like looking pretty or whatever, but it's giving, oh, I'm about to slay the hell out of this bob because we about to go down to the pool. Baby, they out there. They at the pool and they looking good. Y'all, wait a minute, girl. Y'all, not only are they at the pool, but baby, they at the pool acting pretty. The one with the bob, y'all, she's sitting down there with her legs crossed, with her arms like on her legs. Baby, I want to see what these men look like. Y'all want to go outside and see what I want to see what these guys look like, because they must be fine, because I can't imagine the girls being down to the pool, you know, looking all fly, looking all cute, showing their booty, showing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they must be some good looking men. Girl, y'all, I just made the crunchiest, okay, wait a minute, let me say it again. Crispity, crunchity, juicy, flavorful, yummy, delicious pork chops. Girl, y'all, oh, they were so crispy and crunchy and juicy. And so I basically coated them in like these lemon pepper breadcrumbs, and then I took some like seasoned onions. Y'all know those like little onion crisps that come in a can? So I put those in there and I like smashed everything up, and you know, just till it was really, really fine. Then I coated the pork chops in it. And then after I did that, I basically used some blackened seasoning, and then I just like put them in this sunflower oil, and I just kind of fried them or whatever, and I just kept flipping them. Oh my God. So juicy and crispity and crunchity and just delicious. Y'all, I feel so southern now that I'm full of pork. Look, that's what she said. Baby, I am full of pork, baby. But anyway, not the kind of pork that y'all thinking. Stop thinking nasty, y'all. Don't be having no nasty thoughts or whatever. But anyway, girls, so you know I'm over here watching Love on the Run. So we're going to fold up these towels, and then I'll show y'all how to do the waistband on your trousers so you can be looking like really, you know, put together and stuff like that. But yeah, girls, so this lady, so Love on the Run is on Netflix. And it's basically this lady, she was in a pretty nice position or whatever at work. And she was, I guess, some type of prison guard, but maybe like a position higher, a little higher up on the food chain. So long story short, you know, she was just the kind of person, like, she didn't let those guys flirt with her and all of that kind of stuff. But girl, one day, I guess she was having trouble in her marriage, and she went to work. And one guy in a prison told her that her booty looked good. See, y'all, them nice little round booties that y'all have, they be looking like coconuts and be looking like cantaloupes. Y'all, them booties is gonna get y'all in trouble, girl. After he told her booty was nice, girl, they started like sneaking on the phone and, you know, and like just having a relationship and stuff like that or whatever. And then, they came up with some type of plot, and I guess the plot was to get him out of prison or something like that. Like, that's kind of where like I lost the oh, wait a minute, no, I got a little bit past that, girl. So you know, she was like sneaking him, you know what I'm saying, like sneaking in, like going in his jail cell or whatever. So they had a very like sexual relationship. So some kind of way, yeah, she was the assistant director, that's what she was. Some type of way, y'all need to watch this. But anyway, some type of way or whatever, I guess they must have came up with a plan. I'm not really sure about how all of that went. But anyway, she was very likable at work. Very, very likable. And she basically messed her job up for this dude or whatever. And so, like, some of her co-workers are just saying, like, he never loved her or whatever. He was just using her and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. But y'all, I've been on TikTok, and I just be feeling like TikTok can kind of tell what you've been watching, because it just seemed like I tried to watch this the other night, but I was so focused on editing, I couldn't get into it. But anyway, so on TikTok, after I tried to watch this the other night, it was like all of these videos about these guys that be in prison, and they be talking about like all of those different women that they be messing with, the prison guards. Like one guy, he said he was messing with 3 different prison guards or whatever, and he was like, he never paid for sex or whatever, but he did. There was 3 times where he did, because he was saying like those prison guards, they was bad. He was just saying like they was pretty and they was fine and all of that kind of stuff or whatever. And this other lady, she was a prison guard, and she was saying like those prisoners, like they're very, very smart. They can pick up on the fact of like if you're upset about something when you come to work, or they can sense when you've had an argument with your spouse, and so you have to be very just to the point with them, because if they pick up on that, they will try to like be like, oh, you look so pretty today and all of that type of stuff. But y'all, my ex was he was in law enforcement, and he had worked at a prison for a while, and some of the stories he would tell me, like some of them girls would be getting pregnant by those prisoners, and then he was saying like some of those guys in prison, he was like some of them be having money, and if they don't like have money from the streets, some of them come from money. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, some of those guys come from a lot of money, and they be taking care of like those prison guards. Like the prison guards be like having, you know, connections to their family on the outside, and they be just doing like extra little favors and stuff for them or whatever. And because some of those guys are really, really well off, they're able to kind of finesse their way through the prison system. Now, they don't be getting out of jail or nothing like that, but they know how to like use their money to kind of gain clout and notoriety and all of that type of stuff or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of like Puffy, and that's what someone was saying. They were like, I wonder if he could do it all over again and give up 30 years of success, would he? And I was like, oh, that's a good question, because it's like now he lost everything, but to have all of that wealth and to have had all of that power, now you sitting up in prison. I'm like, But yeah, girl, so I am intrigued by this. It's called Love on the Run. Make sure y'all watch this. All right, y'all. So y'all see how these pants are basically just like gapping in the back. So what we're gonna do is basically go through the waistband of these pants, and we're gonna add elastic to the waistband. But what we want to do is make sure that the elastic is flat and it's smooth, so you can still have a really nice silhouette, and then you don't want to completely ruin the pants either. So let me show y'all how to do that. All right, y'all, so the first thing that you're gonna do is make sure that your elastic is either the same width of the waistband or a little bit smaller. So I know for a fact that this width is just a little bit smaller than the waistband. So that's step number 1. Number 2, what I like to do is just try to figure out how the pants are constructed. So I'll literally just pull the seam like this. So I just make sure that I can literally pull it apart. And the reason why I do that is because I want to make sure that when I start pulling the elastic through the actual waistband, I don't run into any of the seams being sewn up. And you know, so I can just be prepared on what to do if the actual waistband is sewn. Like for example, a lot of times with waistbands, you'll have the back of it will be sewn up right here. So typically the tag will be sewn completely through the fabric, and then you have to take all of that apart with a seam ripper. So we don't have to worry about that with these pants because they're from Shein. Typically I've noticed that happens when you're dealing with a more expensive brand of jeans or slacks, where you have a lot of reinforced stitching around the waistband. So the next thing that I like to do is just kind of go in with a seam ripper, and then I'm going to start. So I'm going to actually start my opening my, or making my incision, if you will, or making my cut maybe about a ½ inch away from the button. So the button is here. I'm gonna go inside of the waistband right here. Guys, make sure that you're doing this from the inside. You do not want your elastic or anything like that showing from the outside. So basically I push the seam ripper in and I just kind of push it up a little bit because I also want the cut to be as clean as possible. So I've made a cut right here. So y'all see where my finger is, and we're just gonna go all the way around to the other side and do the same thing. And I would suggest that you guys do this with elastic because it's just gonna make the waistband lay really, really flat across the small of your back. All right, so I've made a cut right here. So we have a cut on each side of the pants. So the next thing we're gonna do is take some elastic. So what I did, I measured literally the smallest part of my waist because I want these pants to sit up kind of high on my waist because when I sit down, I don't want, you know, my booty showing. So this is about the smallest part of my waist right here. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough elastic. So I have maybe about 3 inches left over on each side. I'm gonna take a safety pin and I'm gonna put it through the elastic. Guys, you wanna use a really like oversized safety pin, preferably one that's kind of heavy duty because you don't want the safety pin to open as you are trying to thread this through your pants or your garment. Take the safety pin with the elastic and you're gonna thread that through. If you're having trouble getting the elastic through, you're just gonna squeeze it like this and just kind of feed it through the opening. Everything through, guys. Try to make sure that you keep the elastic completely flat. That's the whole point, is keeping this completely flat. You should have something that looks like this so far. I have everything in the waistband. So when you're done, you want something that's gonna look like this. You want the end of the elastic hanging out, but more importantly, you want to make sure that the elastic is completely flat. Okay, so you have two choices here. Number one, you can take the elastic and you can sew it down. Choice number two, you can put them on like this and then tie the elastic on the inside. In fact, let me show you. You can pull your elastic like this, and then you want to tuck it like on the sides because you don't want any bulk, you know, you don't want it to be bulky in the front. And then from there you can just button and then zip. So when you turn around to the back, you don't have any more buckling or anything like that. And so you can do them like this. Now, me personally, what I would prefer to do is literally take some buttons and let me untie this. I don't have any buttons right now, but if I did, I would literally just take some buttons and sew them literally on the inside of the pants. Like I would take the elastic and pull this piece back right here, and I would sew a button on this piece, and then I would do the same right here. And then that way, instead of having to tie the elastic, I could just pull it back and button it, and then I would still have the same, you know, really, really smooth, you know, just a really, really smooth and kind of a nice finished look on the inside of the pants. But either way, just do what's easier for you or what you feel is best. So I just be feeling like I don't be wanting the elastic to like accidentally come out or show, or, you know. Y'all know how I am about my clothes. Y'all know I love to tell y'all how parsnippity I am about my clothes. But yeah, so just do it like that. And then And then make sure that, you know, if you tie it, just make sure like none of the elastic is showing. I think that's like the biggest thing. You don't want it to show. So there you go. A cute, easy little hack for the girls that got a little bit of booty and a small waistline. I think we are about to end the vlog here. This vlog is going to be up tomorrow at, yeah, pretty early in the morning, so I got to pull an all-nighter. So yeah, you guys will be getting this in the morning, so y'all get to see me in real time. Y'all been seeing me in real time a lot lately, but anyway, so as far as the cupcakes are concerned, girls, we never put the icing on the cupcakes, but I didn't end up liking the icing. It's that whipped icing, chocolate whipped icing, and it is disgusting. So I didn't put that on there, but honestly, the cupcakes didn't need it because they are so moist and chocolatey and delicious. I definitely think that I'm back in my Betty Crocker era. So we have that. What else, girl? Oh, y'all, obviously I forgot that we were supposed to be having some fried corn in this vlog, but we'll do that in the next vlog. So yeah, I am so happy that I was able to just kind of, you know, meet my goal, because I told myself like I did want to have another vlog out before the month closed. So yeah, but I think that's about it. I also think what I'm gonna do is close the vlog out on a super funny note, girl. It's kind of funny and entertaining. So it's basically this girl who met this guy. He was blind, but she caught him y'all, she caught him cheating on her or whatever. So I'll make sure that I put that funny story at the end of the vlog, so you guys can have like a little fun little laugh or whatever. So yeah, girls, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it here, but I'll be back soon. Y'all, I don't know, I've been thinking about doing Rocktober, but I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna have enough content or whatever, but you know, we'll see what happens. But anyway, girls, you know I could go on and on and on, and I'll just basically keep talking and talking, but I gotta end it here so we can get to editing. But anyway, girls, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
He had bitches. He was texting bitches in my
blind?
house.
Hold on, he was blind?
Yes. He was visually impaired. Yes.
But he could see
out,
a little bit?
Shout out to Cordy. No, he was fully... I met him at the Braille Institute next to the Los Angeles City College when I used to go there.
What were you doing at the Institute?
It's next door to the college. And they would be out there like game. One of them was game banging. I thought he was sexy. Shout out to Cordy. His name's Cordy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that makes
sense. I walked up to him. He was catching the bus home. I said, "Where the fuck you going?" And he said, "I'm going with you." And then
that's how you get to it.
Skinny. And I said, "I'm not skinny." And I said, "Can you see?" And he got offended, and I got offended. And
two offended people here.
Two offended people, and our first dinner date was the Chinese buffet on Western Florence.
West Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh no, Western in Florence. We went to have something to eat, and then, you know, he has the text to speech on his phone, so it tells him who's calling. And then I heard him in the bathroom. "Oh, I love you, babe." And I'm not gonna repeat because it's gonna sound like I'm being offensive, but the machine he had, and the bitch was and she was visually impaired, and they were both like texting the speech at each other. I said, "Not in my goddamn house."
Yeah, can't stand for that.
What? You couldn't wait till you got home? And he was like, "Bitch, you knew what time it was when you got me, bitch." Oh, I called Access Paratransit, and they shout out to Access. They came and got his ass. The fuck out. Then he thought he was gonna be slick and leave his little text-to-speech box at my house. You take that raggedy shit with you, Cordy.
I'm speechless.
That broke my heart a little bit. I was liking him.
Two broken hearts can't settle for love.